to the South Florida Fairgrounds, West Palm Beach, the Barrett-Jackson Collector Car Auction. It's day 3. All kinds of great stuff that's going to be rolling across the block, including this 1977. Well, it's a NASCAR racer, but in this case, it's got a very special connection. You see the number on the side, number 8, Dale Earnhardt's racer, before he hit Cup level.
The Intimidator, and this car has some provenance. It won the very first Busch-sponsored series, Daytona 1986. That's pretty special, Steve.
And keep in mind, this is not a super speedway car. That would have been a more full-size car, perhaps a Laguna or a Chevelle. And this is actually a Chevrolet, well, it's a Nova body on a Pontiac Ventura. Remember, in the 1970s, Ventura was a Pontiac that was basically a Chevy Nova that allowed Pontiac dealers to get a piece of that entry-level market. That said, a long time ago, Earnhardt modified this one for the shorter series of races that were not super speedway oval races.
And of course, service continued after Dale drove this car. It's been used in several vintage races. This car drives very well, ready to go.
Yeah, even was taken over to England and ran at Goodwood, the Goodwood Festival of Speed over there. So it's got a great history. Once again, this is Dale Earnhardt before he got to Cup levels. So this is when he was winning at the lower levels, the Busch Series back then in the 1980s. And of course, going on to win 7 NASCAR championships, 76 NASCAR races. Right now sitting at $70,000. And that's already our top seller of the day.
Powered by a 358 NASCAR V8 engine, making over 700 horsepower, man. And you know these cars are as light as possible. So weight to power ratio, wow.
And to see on the right-hand side of our screen, gentleman in the red cap, that's Rick Hendrick, who looks like he may be involved in the bidding on this. Blue cap, pardon me. Well, this is interesting. How would you like to be the guy in the second row bidding against Rick Hendrick, who's sitting in the first row?
This is what Barrett-Jackson loves, 2 committed bidders, and that's pushing the price up. 6 figures right now. This car recently participated in the 2012 Rolex Monterey Sports Reunion and was also on the grass at the 2014 Concours d'Elegance over at St. John's.
Well, if you wondered how long it was going to take to get to $100,000 today, it didn't take long, and we're closing in on 150 at this point. We're stalled at 140.
This car was built by famed fabricator Robert Gee to compete in NASCAR's late model sportsman division.
All right, that was great to watch. These 2 guys are involved in bidding in the car, and some bystander just walks by and wants to chat with them, and they're like, I'm a little busy right now. I'm trying to outbid Rick Hendrick on a NASCAR Dale Earnhardt car, okay? Leave me alone.
Well, Dale Earnhardt might have been the intimidator, but this second bidder is not intimidated by Mr. Hendrick.
Like you say, 2 committed bidders, that's all it takes. Well, I wondered how long it was going to take to get to 100. Now I'm thinking we may hit 200. You saw at the Universal, let him have it sign. Looks like Rick is finally going to be able to get that car. There you go, Rick Hendrick.
Wow, very cool.
Obviously
very cool.
Really wanted that car. He worked it the entire way. $190,000 for Dale Earnhardt's 1977 NASCAR racer. Very impressive. I didn't quite make $200,000. We came pretty darn close.